Hi, everybody. Welcome back to that Eurovision site. We're here to do something different. Now, I know my colleague Nicholas spoke with her at the press conference of Dansk Melodi Grand Prix, but she graciously gave us some time to talk to her. And I am joined by the lovely Ericka Jane, who is participating in Denmark's Eurovision 2026 selection Dansk Melodi Grand Prix with Death of Me. Hi, Erica.
Hi.
How are you today?
I'm very good because I'm talking with you. So I'm very happy and I'm just so excited like that the news are out. It's been a week since the news
Mhm,
broke that I'm participating and it's just been so crazy, but I feel like everyone's been so nice and kind to me
mhm.
and have been listening to the song and like it. So I'm very excited.
Okay, then. So let's start with a bit of an icebreaker because we literally just met a couple of minutes ago. So, this is a question I asked everyone that knew that I talked to. What's one thing about yourself that not many people would know about?
I feel like it's such a hard question, but I feel like maybe some would know this about me that I'm like chronically online. But I was like, how chronically online am I actually? And I looked at my screen time and I kid you not, like 11 and a half hours a day.
Hmm hmm
So that's what people might not know about me. I did not know that about myself, at least that it was that many hours. But it's also my guilty pleasure, just like scrolling and finding inspiration. And I also do work through my phone. But yeah, I feel like that's maybe a thing you
No,
would
but the
know
thing is,
about me.
it's not just you. I have a terrible screen time. I check. Like, I can categorically say this. Mine's much worse than yours.
Really? Oh my God. Okay, then I'm not alone at least.
Okay, for Eurovision fans, you may be a new face, so I just wanted to give you the opportunity to, give you the time to say hi and, introduce yourself a little bit.
Yeah. Well, hi. My name is Ericka Jane, and I've been making music here in Denmark for the past like 10, 11 years. I've had a pretty good run on the Danish radios, and I just released actually, though I've been in the music industry for so long, I just released my debut album, Hard Disk, back in August. But before that, I was releasing a lot of singles and EPs. And now is finally the time for me to participate in DMGP.
Which actually leads up to my next question. How does it
Oh.
feel that you're one of the few lucky people that are in the running for this year's competition? Well, to be Eurovision, obviously.
Yeah, well, I just feel very honored. Like I knew it was a goal for me from the beginning to like be on that stage, but I really wanted it to be at the perfect timing or like the perfect song for me and everything. But it just feels like liberating and like kind of like taking my career to the next move. Um, so it's just like a very exciting feeling, I must admit.
hmm
Like I don't really know what I got myself into kind of feeling, but I know it's a good thing.
hmm it is a good thing, but if you if it depends on how you see it. It's just like the more you go further, it's gonna be a lot and overwhelming, but also
Mm,
exciting. But it's also like it's not a lot of time, but you get to experience a lot. So
exactly.
we'll see how that
Yeah.
goes, and fingers crossed for you.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just at least I'm just trying to really, tell myself I need to enjoy the moment and just like take it all in while we're going at it. So yeah.
Mhm. Okay, let's actually talk about your entry, Death of Me.
Yeah.
I saw your interview with my colleague Nicholas, and you did say that this was something from this. You worked on it when you were working on your album, and when you heard it, it's like, no, I don't think it's for your album. I think it's for something else. I just wanted to ask you about the process and what was the realization for you that I think I have to hold this for a bit.
Yeah, I feel like I was just performing in such a different way that I haven't been performed on one of my own tracks before. I felt like it was much more. theatrical, like in the whole storytelling. And was it was just it just felt like this is another path for me because it's so visual, it's so
Hmm.
grand, it's so experimental for me as well. You know, with the whole contrast of the both the choir and organs, and also like the upbeat clubby sound. So I just knew this song deserved like a place that it would be appreciated, and a grand stage where also we have maybe a little bit more budgeting for like the stage and everything. So I think we just looked at each other and we're like,
Hmm.
I feel like this is the moment. This is my song. This is gonna be the entry, my entry for DMG GMG DMGP. Oh my god.
Yeah, because I did want to ask, like, I think your name has been swirling around DMGP for the past few years, and I think it's like, do you
Yeah.
think that like um people like it is now that they've heard it, okay, it kind of makes sense why she was holding off a little bit to
I feel
participate.
like, yeah, I feel like everyone has kind of been, and it's just nice to hear that my name has been swirling around and everything. But I feel like people have seen that this is the side of me that I carry within me,
Hmm.
and people just waited for this to happen. I experienced like people reaching out to me like, "Oh, do you want to sing this song? Do you want to sing this song?" And I just knew for myself that I really wanted to be when I stay go on that stage, that grand stage, that very expressive stage. I wanted to
Hmm.
feel authentic for me, and that was just a huge factor. So there was no question that when I felt that sensation of this is it, I just had to go with it.
Hmm. Okay, well, we're not that far off now until the final. Whew.
No.
How are the preparations going for it?
Um, I feel like the preparations are going great. It's so exciting to be working with so many talented people in each their own field, like working with choreographers and builders and all these talented people, makeup artists and like designers, and it's so crazy to actually be in the like the tornado, the eye of the tornado. Like everything
Hmm.
is moving so fast, and it's so much fun. And I'm learning a lot
Hmm.
for each day that passes by. But I'm really going into this very seriously and like with a athletic kind of mindset, like trying
Hmm.
to be. This is my Olympics. I
Yeah.
need to have the best vocal coaching. I need to
Hmm.
practice within my own body, like knowing my the way I move comfortably and everything. So it's a process, but it's so much fun.
Yeah. What can you give it? I think Nicholas asked this. Is there anything you can tell us, or you're just keeping it all hush hush completely?
It's so fun because everyone tries to like get something out of me, but I wrote a contract saying I can't say too much, but but um I can
You
put
can say you can say
on,
like what, 3 words maybe, or like how would you describe
yeah,
it?
holy, clubby, and dramatic, I'd say.
Ooh.
Yeah. I feel like that's also very grand, big words to put
Hmm.
on, but
Yeah.
I'll do my best to fulfill the vision I have, and that's the
Yeah.
vision I have for it.
Hmm. Okay, well, we know that the end goal for this would be, you get to go to Eurovision, you get to go to Vienna. I know that Denmark has had of a rough few years, and obviously Sissel broke a spell last year and made it to the final. If you were selected to represent Denmark in Vienna, what would you do to make sure that that qualifying streak continues?
I would do my best. It would kind of be a little bit embarrassing being the ones who get the curse back on us again if I was to represent Denmark. But I feel like I would just like go into it as, with this powerful energy, like playful
Hmm.
energy. Um, do the favor of the song of being authentic to the song. Don't care if it's the death of me. I've never felt so free. Go in with that
Hmm.
power those lines have. And of course, just, the Danish budget for DMGP is smaller than, going to Eurovision. So
Mhm.
I would, just crank the staging up.
And I'm curious for that if you do win. So, fingers crossed for you. Okay, so I'll move on a bit and obviously on to my final questions for you. Obviously you've been in this industry for some time now, and you've done X Factor and you've released music. What's been the highlight of your career so far?
For each year that passed, I feel like there's a new highlight. And like, because you evolve each time you experience something, and this is definitely a highlight, but also my album that came
Hmm.
in August was a very huge highlight for me, because I feel like I took everything I've learned from the previous years and just went into doing music more unapologetically and more true to myself, because I was so young when I first started making music. I was so uh, drawn, or like I was listening a lot to what the higher ups were saying, or like
Hmm.
all the ones who signed me and everything. They all came with some advice, and I got influenced a lot about that with that. But on my album, I feel like I was just going into it being
Hmm.
more carefree and more playful. Um, so my album Heart Disc is definitely one of my peaks.
Hmm. Actually, my next question ties into that because obviously,
Mm?
let's fast forward. My next question would tie in on this. It's just that, obviously, Death of Me is now out, but you get some fans won't listen to the song until the live show is on. If come, February, they see you perform and they say, I really like Ericka Jane. What
Mm.
other song from your discography would you recommend that they should play next?
Mm, I would go with maybe since it's a bit more of the clubby thing, I would maybe do Fantasize. That's on my
Hmm.
album as well. I think it was like the second single from that album. It's just playful,
Hmm.
flirty. So I think I'd go with that one.
Yeah. And obviously, with Dance Melody Grand Prix, what's the one thing that you wanted to achieve with all of this thing that you're doing at the minute?
I really like going into Danish Melodi Grand Prix. Was like I wanted this to leverage, or like level up my artistry. I wanted it to, showcase the next level I carry within me in my artistry. And of course, I want to win and go to Vienna.
We all
that's
do.
that's like the that's actually the biggest goal. But definitely like the whole learning experience from
Hmm.
having such a huge production. uh that's what I'm really winning, either if I'm literally winning or not. It's going to be
Hmm.
a very big part of my learning experience.
You get to be on the really big stage, and
Yeah,
not just Denmark. Your fans around the world are watching you as well.
yeah,
Hmm.
exactly.
Okay, we did touch upon this early on, and I did greet you, but obviously I did look at your biography, part Filipino, full-blooded Filipino here.
Yay.
I just wanted to ask you how important like platforms like it doesn't have to be Dance Melody Grand Prix or Eurovision in terms of representation, because obviously last year for us, JJ won. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I was in Basel, I was losing it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You know, I looked him up afterwards after he won, and I was like, I saw the show and everything, but I was like, he gotta be Filipino. He have that Filipino charm, and like, and when I saw he was part Filipino, I got so proud. Um,
Hmm.
and I feel like representation like that is so important. Like, if I could be that reputation for the girl I was when I was younger,
Hmm.
it would mean like it would be the biggest achievement ever, I feel like. JJ winning Eurovision definitely gave me some sort of power within me, like being Filipinos are entertainers by blood.
Hmm.
We have it so much in us that it's just a part of us, and
Hmm.
seeing him winning was just so inspirational.
Hmm.
And with that, also with Cesar doing
Yeah.
her thing in Eurovision that was also a huge inspiration. So I feel like those two together,
Hmm.
it was just like the one of the pushes for me to actually achieve this. Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
a huge thing.
The funny thing is, I think there's a spillover because Filipino last year's was one. This year we could potentially have two or maybe three.
Oh, really?
Yeah, one in Denmark, obviously you,
Mhm.
someone in Norway up competing, and then there's could potentially someone be in Romania competing that's Filipino. So
Oh,
it
iconic.
yeah, the Filipino Euro fans are like, what? One, and
Yes,
then
what's happening?
you're
Yeah.
waiting for one, and then three come all of a sudden. I was like, what?
Yeah, but yeah, probably like JJ winning actually like pushed some boundaries for us, right?
Hmm.
Like
Yeah.
made it realistic and made it
Hmm.
inspirational.
Yeah.
So that would be so cool. Like
Yeah.
I know like the Eurovision is definitely gonna be like be watched in the Philippines, I could imagine, with that much representation.
Actually, just I want to touch up on the Filipino. Like, what's kind of like your memory of the Philippines, and what's your favorite Filipino food?
Ooh, my favorite memory is just like going visiting my family, my mom's side of the family over
Hmm.
there. Oh, obviously eating all the food. Like I love my lumpia. But I feel like my mom makes the best adobo. Mm, so that's like my favorite. I feel
Hmm.
like um I just want to go. And actually, I really like balut.
You're one of the
You
rare
don't
ones. I don't.
really?
I hate it. I hate it.
I actually really like it.
Oh my God. I was like, I'll just if I ever meet you, I'll be like, here you are, have some balut on
Yeah,
me.
here you go, here you go. Hopefully,
Okay.
someone, if we have more representation in Eurovision, someone will maybe incorporate, the genre Budot.
Yep.
The one that would be crazy.
Okay, I'm on to my final questions now. Okay, let's fast forward. It's February. You're in Dansk Melodi Grand Prix. You're on stage. What's kind of like the message you want to send to the viewers as you perform Death of Me live for the crowd and the audience, obviously?
Oh, I feel like the peak or like the essence of my song is like feeling free, like
Hmm.
feeling liberated, not caring about whatever is bothering you at the moment, just having like those 3 minutes to cleanse yourself. And to me, what I use the song to, and when I go out, it's really to, reset my nervous system and just
Hmm.
have the energy to fight off any negativity that's surrounding us. Like the world is such a chaotic state, and I feel like we really need that positivity to fight it off. So I feel
Hmm.
like that's the energy I want to leave people with, like being able to be filled up with love and freedom.
Hmm. All right, then. Well, that's the end of my questions. Thank you very much,
Oh,
Eric. I really appreciate it.
really?
But before I go, is there anything you want to say to the fans who are? Because I feel like everyone is like stuck. Obviously, Sissel is, everyone's like, holy great, they changed everything. But like, they're all. It's more of like, whenever I look at my timeline, it's either Sissel or Erica, and I'm like, ooh, like, yeah, there's a bit of a conflict on there. I'm not gonna say anything, but like. But yeah, no. What if there have you got a message for the fans who are like, I think they're starting to warm up to like Death of Me as well.
I would just say thank you so much for loving the song. Like this song means so much to me. It has really evolved me as an artist. So I'm so happy that it can be inspirational for others. And I just want you to have a lot of fun with the song. If it wins or it doesn't, just
Hmm.
keep this song close to you and enjoy it. That's
Hmm.
really like the essence of what I want people to take from the song. So, but thank you so much for liking the song
Hmm.
and taking me in. Really, I'm so thankful.
Yeah. Well, there you have it. Ericka Jane will participate in Dance Melody Grand Prix 2026 with Death of Me, and we wish you the best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for
Good.
speaking with me.